Hi there, I'm Gagandeep Begum. My group members Deepak Kumar, Mandeep Singh, Lavkishan, and I going to present on Optus Breach 2020, and we will be discussing a major cybersecurity incident involving Optus, one of the Australia's largest telecommunication companies. This breach not only affected thousands of customers but also raised a significant concern about data security within the industry. Now I will discuss a significant event that underscored the critical importance of data protection in the telecommunication industry, the Optus cybersecurity crisis of December 2020. In this incident, the personal data of 50,000 customers was compromised, highlighting the severe consequences of security vulnerabilities in large organizations. This breach serves as a stark reminder that robust cybersecurity measures are not just an option but a necessity for protecting sensitive customer information and maintaining trust in the digital age. Now we forward will explore the details of the breach, its impact, and the lessons it offers for strengthening data protection strategies in telecom sector. Before we dive deeper into cybersecurity crisis, it's important to understand the role and scale of Optus. As Australia's second largest telecommunications provider, Optus plays a critical role in connecting millions of Australians every year. With this responsibility comes the management and security of vast amount of customer data. Optus is entrusted with safeguarding sensitive personal information, making it crucial for a company to maintain stringent data protection standards. This backup sets the stage for why December 2020 cybersecurity breach was such a significant event, not just for Optus but for the entire telecommunications industry. Now, let's examine the details of the data breach itself. In December 2020, Optus experienced a significant security breach caused by unauthorized access to an employee's email account. This breach led to the exposure of sensitive customer information, including names, addresses, birth dates, and phone numbers. The breach was discovered by the Australian Communication and Media Authority, or ACMA, which immediately brought it to light. The incident not only exposed vulnerabilities within Optus security protocols, but also raised serious concerns about the effectiveness of their data protection measures. Thank you. Now my other group mate will continue explain the other information with you guys. Thank you so much for listening.
Hi, I'm Lavkishan Singh. Let's go through the timeline of key events following the breach. First, the Australian Communications and Media Authority, or ACMA, alerted Optus to the sale of customer data on the dark web, signaling a serious breach. In response, Optus quickly shut down the compromised email account to prevent further unauthorized access. Following this, an internal investigation was launched to understand the extent of the breach and identify weaknesses in their security systems. Optus also initiated several security enhancements to strengthen their defenses and prevent future incidents. This timeline highlights how swiftly Optus acted once the breach was discovered, but also underscores the importance of proactive cybersecurity measures. Now let's talk about the impact this breach had on Optus customers. The breach affected 50,000 customers, creating a significant anxiety over the potential for identity theft. To make matters worse, the compromised data was reportedly offered for sale on the dark web, heightening fears and putting these individuals at even greater risk. In response, Optus took action by offering affected customers credit monitoring service to help to mitigate the potential damage. However, the incident left a lasting impression, shaking customer confidence and highlighting the real-world consequences of a such breach.
In this slide, we will discuss what impact of this has endured while that data breach. the one of the biggest loss they have faced is their reputation damage and customer trust. As in today's digital world, reputation is everything, especially for large corporations like Optus. When a company faces negative publicity, especially concerning issues like data breaches or customer dissatisfaction, it directly affects how the public and stakeholders perceive the brand. The loss of the customer trust is direct consequence of this reputation damage. The second big loss was the potential financial and legal repercussions. Another critical impact is the potential financial and legal repercussions under the Privacy Act 1988. The legislation in Australia governs how personal information is handled, and any breaches can lead to significant fines and legal actions. Optus could face hefty penalties if found to be violate privacy regulations. Additionally, they may need to invest in certifying the issues, enhancing security measures, and managing legal disputes, which could be costly. The third is that long-term effects of these issues extend to Optus market shares and overall brand image. With increasing competition in the telecommunications sector, maintaining a positive brand image is crucial for retaining and attracting customers. Continuous negative impact uh, can erode market share as consumers choose to do business with companies they perceive as more reliable and secure over time. This can result in a weaker position in the market, affecting Optus growth and profitability. Thank you. There was a there was a serious action taken against Optus. Firstly, the Australian Information Commissioner launched an investigation under the Privacy Act. This investigation was prompted by the concerns over how personal data was handled and whether there was a breach of Privacy Act. The Privacy Act is a crucial piece of legislation that governs how personal information is collected, stored, and used. Any violation of this act can lead to serious legal consequences, including fines and other penalties. The commissioner investigation seeks to determine whether the company in question failed to protect customer data adequately, which could have wide-reaching implications for their corporations and reputation. Next, ACMI's formal warning to Optus. Uh, Australian Communications and Media Authority issued a formal warning to Optus, and ACMA is responsible for regulating broadcasting, radio communications, and telecommunications in Australia. They have the authority to enforce compliance with telecommunication laws, including those related to consumer protection and privacy. The formal warning issued to Optus signals a significant regulatory response, indicating that company actions and lack thereof have attracted serious concerns. The warning suggests that Optus may have been negligent in the duties to protect customer data or comply with regulatory standards, putting them at risk for further enforcement actions if they did not rectify the issue promptly. Uh, Finally, let's discuss the broader implications of these events of data protection laws in Australia. This case is likely to serve as a wake-up call for companies across the country, emphasizing the importance of robust data protection practices. We may see stricter enforcement of existing laws and possibly new legislation aimed at closing my gaps in the current regulatory framework. Companies will need to be more vigilant than ever in how they manage personal data. And this case gave the big eye-opening event to mend such companies' ways. Thank you so much.
Hello everyone, myself Deepak and my student ID is 20239606. My slide is Optus response. In the wake of incident, Optus implements several security enhancements including multi-factor authentication and stronger password authentication. To boost their defenses against further breaches, the company also cooperated fully with law enforcement and regulation, demonstrating their commitment to addressing the situation and complying with legal requirements. From this experience, Optus learned valuable lessons about the importance of ongoing employee training, regular security audits, and comprehensive incident responding planning. These measures are crucial in preventing similar incidents and ensuring robust data protection going forward. In the next slide, we have broader implementation for the telecommunication industry. We will discuss in slide like need for industry-wide security improvements and critical infrastructure protection. Next, highlighted awareness of cyber threats and national state actors. And we will also discuss like importance of collaboration between companies, regulations, and law enforcement. In the next slide, we will discuss about some conclusion. In conclusion, the Optus data breach led significant reconstruction both for the company and the broader telecommunication industry. The breach not only damaged Optus' reputation and trust with customers, but also highlighted the need for enhanced cybersecurity measures across the sector. Next, the incident underscores the critical importance of implement robust cybersecurity practices and proactive data protection strategies. Companies must remain vigilant and continuously adapt to evolve landscape of cyber threats. Ultimately, the Optus breach serves as a global reminder for the ongoing challenges in cybersecurity and necessity for constraints to protect sensitive information and maintain trust in our digital system. Thank you so much. That's all from my side.
Thank you for listening our case study and presentation based on it. Thank you so much.